Welcome to Ease the Load. Coming up on today's show, one teacher's strategy for coping with migraine headaches in school, how to promote well-being in the classroom, and what we should be eating to keep healthy. Headaches are a common complaint for many of us in the teaching profession. One teacher at a school in York finds out how to ease the pain and inconvenience of a headache whilst working.
I have migraine headaches. They are completely unpredictable. I don't know what I'm going to have them. I don't know how long they're going to last. I don't know what form they're going to take. The symptoms can range from tingling in the fingers. Sometimes I don't know what my hands are doing. I lose contact with them completely. I actually have to look and see what my hands are doing. I can lose control over speech. I become incoherent. I cannot walk in a straight line. I certainly cannot manage stairs without hanging on to the banister. And apart from that, you get the usual migraine headaches, the nausea, and it goes from there. If they are severe and I'm actually in school, then I'll need to go to my head of department and ask for assistance to get out of the teaching situation, because I should not be there. I'm not competent to cope. If it's only a minor attack, I can usually just work through it.
Luckily for Fran, she has the full support of her colleagues in school.
Without that level of support, I most definitely would have felt a burden. I would have felt it would be unfair to put that burden on other people for doing and being there for when I needed them.
She also has a good relationship with her local GP, Dr. Manuela Fontabasso, who specialises in headaches.
Hi Fran, how have things been?
I'm still getting numbness in the fingers, the face. I'm still getting dislocation where I cannot sense what my hands are doing. I mean, the longest it will last is up to 20, 30 minutes, but more frequently it's shorter periods of time, pass quite easily, but they will reoccur.
How was it coming back to school after the Easter holidays?
A little bit of a nightmare initially. I had the first 3 days, the mornings were very much of a struggle. I had to inform my head of department that I was on a wobble.
Yeah.
And he was very supportive, but I didn't actually need to leave the classroom at any point.
When the symptoms start, the last place anyone wants to be is a noisy classroom.
The difficulty that migraine sufferers have who happen to teach is actually trying to manage the unexpected in the course of the day that will often change the routine and increase their individual chance of actually developing a headache, perhaps initially, and that leading on to a more specific migraine. How do you feel you cope with stress, and how do you cope with stress within the work environment?
By trying to build in periods within the day that I can take a little bit of time to myself.
Yep.
Or if I cannot do that because I'm teaching where I've encouraged people to work independently, I try to get my classes to work so they don't expect me to stand and teach to the whole group. And I do try to make set periods like break time where I can go and have a drink, have some biscuits, something to eat if I'm feeling a bit wobbly. Lunchtime in particular, I make sure I have at least half an hour to myself, things like that.
So taking very positive steps about trying to control the day, you feel has helped you?
Yes.
Right, okay.
If you suffer from migraines, the following may help. Eat regularly, drink plenty of water, avoid caffeine, and plan time for breaks. That's one approach to stress busting. Meanwhile, over in Medway, a group of schools is attacking the problem in a variety of ways through a local wellbeing initiative.
Stand up again for me. Try and get your feet back under your hips.
It's back to school for the staff of Glencoe Junior as Pilates teacher Freddie Tetlon is leading a workshop in tackling stress.
The easiest way for your body to relax is through putting your posture where it needs to be. Take the heels of your hands, which are a bony point, and you can feel if you rub them together there's bone on bone, it feels quite hard. Now put those bony points onto your hips.
And we then talk about the breathing and their position of stance, which I found is a way to help relax and relieve stress for a lot of people.
Take your shoulders up towards your ears for 2 counts and drop them down.
I find I'm on my feet a lot during the day, so just being able to stand properly is a big help.
And there are also bad habits to address. If your body is hydrated, you'll feel less lethargic and have greater powers of concentration.
Your challenge is to try and consume a bottle this size of water, which is 500 ml, a day, in addition to anything else that you're drinking, okay? Now, teachers are renowned for drinking lots of caffeine, so we try to ask them to increase the water intake, not necessarily decrease the caffeine intake. When you've mastered that, you can go on to the daddy of all water bottles, and then
I knew that you had to drink water, but not quite so much. And as I work with the computer all day, I'm forever sitting slumped, so now I know how to sit so I don't go home with backache every evening.
Meanwhile, at Cuxton Community Junior School in Rochester, teachers are learning the benefits of a massage programme called Positive Touch, which focuses on the well-being of the children.
It's a programme in which children are taught to interact with one another's personal space, but in a controlled and respecting manner, which really leads on to it making it much harder for bullying to develop in a class, because of course once you've developed that kind of relationship with somebody, it makes it much harder to become aggressive towards them.
Using massage movements, a story or rhyme is spoken which helps to create a different mood.
Swimming, swimming in the swimming pool. When days are hot, when days are cool.
It's also a useful technique for teachers who might need to either raise or lower the mood of a class. You know, if they're particularly boisterous, you might need to calm them down, and vice versa.
I like the workshop because it's fun to work with your mates and be relaxed.
I feel really calm and like I'm not going to talk to my friends, I'm just going to get on with the work. I like the workshop because it makes you feel relaxed, and when you go away to do your work, you don't say, oh well, I can't do this work. You have like a positive side.
Positive Touch also eases the load for the teaching staff.
Because they're a lot calmer and because they're that much focused in, I haven't kind of got to spend time repeating instruction and going over tasks, because they're ready to listen and they kind of get on with it.
Another facet of the wellbeing programme is that teaching assistant Lorraine Petrie is on hand to provide TLC to any staff who need it.
Take round orange juice for the teachers in the afternoon, do a bit of massage, hand massage for them. I think the wellbeing programme helps the teachers within the school, as it's now become part of the school's ethos to think about the wellbeing of the staff and the children.
The stress levels may be under control, but what you do to fuel your body can make a big difference to your well-being too.
Jamie isn't the only chef who knows about healthy eating. Savoy-trained David Lucas is on a mission. Over the last 5 years, his personal quest has been to change the diets of school children, starting with Icknield High School in Luton.
There's no reason why any school should be serving burgers and chips every day and things like this. There's no reason why you can't offer a healthy, balanced meal and make money and achieve a profit.
So far, it's not been that hard to win the kids over to his way of thinking.
I think a lot of the children don't understand why they've got to eat greens, why they've got to eat this, why but if you can pass the message over right from the word go, that we're not giving you this food because it's cheaper, we're giving you this food because it's going to be healthy for you.
David's cuisine has gone down so well at Icknield that he's found himself in demand. He now acts as consultant for 5 other schools. Today he's off to St Martin-in-the-Fields High School for Girls in Lambeth to help them out with their new menu.
They've come on board so well, and the kids are taking up the option of school dinners as opposed to packed lunches, because we're doing well. It's all fresh, it's all good, lovely food.
The school's decision 6 months ago to bring the catering in-house seems to be going well. However, there's a potential saving to be made on the cost of dinners for the staff.
They're liking it, and a big percentage of them are coming in to lunch, which, as you know, they pay for, but they're perfectly happy to pay. I mean, it's only £2 for them.
That's
I think
good.
That's very good value.
That is good. And is that for sweet as well?
Yeah, that's 2 courses.
You're spoiling them. $2.45 you should be charging
really?
Teachers. Well, if they're getting a teacher's portion.
They are getting a teacher's portion.
The budget's sorted. Now the next stop is the kitchen, and with 700 hungry mouths to feed, it's time to don the white overalls.
We've got prepare all the vegetables and all the meat dishes now for the kids, so we'll be here for the next few hours sorting all that out. So it's going to be a hive of industry, and I hope it's going to be worth it.
All the food is homemade on the premises with fresh ingredients from local suppliers. Instead of burgers and chips, David's trying out a new menu with a Mediterranean theme.
We've got mussels, nice bit of salmon, we've got pollock, we've got huss. It's all fresh. It's beautiful. All the children here, 90% of them have been to Spain on holiday, 90% of them are going to have paella, and they like it. But they wouldn't think you'd get that in a school. It's going to cost about 40 quid to create a dish for 100 kids, so it's going to cost us 40 pence. I mean, can't beat that, can you?
There's been a strong link between achievement and good nutrition. I mean, it's been shown very clearly that in middle-class areas, the levels of attainment is strongly linked to the kind of diet that they have. We'd already banned fizzy drinks and encouraged all girls to drink water throughout the day. So this was, in one sense, another step on.
David is responsible for ongoing training in the kitchen, as getting good catering staff on board is key.
Since David has been in the kitchen helping out, it has been very good. The kids love it.
The nice thing is to see that they've finished off everything that they've been given to eat.
Teachers are also finding the new diet makes life easier in the classroom, because now the students have got more energy to concentrate in the afternoons.
If the pupils are concentrating more, then their strategies for managing classroom is much easier.
If you fill yourself up on junk food, you can't concentrate. You're pinging off the walls. You then have behavioural issues.
Paella's out, ready? Chicken. You've got lovely purple sprouting baby broccoli here. You've got baby carrots, sweet corn. We have cauliflower barges, which is a veg option. That's in a mint batter. The kids here are spoilt because the team we've got working at this school is just brilliant.
David's certainly confident about his food, but the real judges are the students, and they can be harsh critics.
Listen, you go to Spain, you'll have this, love. You'll love it. Veg. Look at that veg. Look. Good on you. If you don't like it, you come back and tell me, won't you?
You can't change people's eating habits overnight. It doesn't work that way. But we will keep on plugging at it, and David is a vital and integral part of that.
So far, it seems like the food's going down well.
I would have thought that it might be a hard sell, but they're very good.
The effects of the new food help us concentrate during the day because we've got more energy with having had a better lunch.
When you eat like loads of junk food, it just doesn't make you feel like you want to do anything, sort of thing. It just makes you feel lazy and stuff.
The day's gone well. We didn't have any complaints come back, and we had a lot of empty plates. So yeah, I think it went well. I was really chuffed, real happy.
Ideas there to help you ease the load. Remember, if you need any advice or support, you can call the Teacher Support Line free 24 hours a day on 08000 562 561. See you next time.